my name's Eddie, and James Charles tricked me into thinking I was gay. So the way it happened was last time he was in Australia, I was at a bar with some friends, and then we noticed that there was like a section quartered off for someone, and I didn't know who he was. I don't watch that side of YouTube. I'm not into like makeup or anything like that. Like, but one of my friends, she was, and she knew who he was, and she said she told me about him, and like what he and what he did, and how big he was, and how big of a deal it was, and how much of a coincidence, because I just started my YouTube channel. I had like one video up at that point, and then she was like, "Why don't you try and talk to him? Maybe he can give you some tips, or maybe you get a shout out or something." And so I approached his table. It had like security guards and stuff, and he had a big entourage with him. And I sort of figured, there were some pretty girls in the group. Maybe I could talk to them, even worst case scenario. A little ironic, I guess. Anyway, I approached the group, and I think I must have stood out because I was taller or something, or it was like younger guys and younger girls, mostly, that were sort of crowding around his booth from outside the security. And he pointed me out and sort of like waved me in, and like told the security guys to let me in. Anyway, so we got to talking, and I told him, I'm like, "Hey, I just started a YouTube channel," and I did tell him, I'm like, "I don't know who he is." And he said to me, like, just jokingly, like, it's like, "I'll subscribe to you." I took that, as a compliment, I guess. Maybe he thought I was handsome or funny or something, I don't know. And then, so we were talking for a while, not just me, and like the people at his table. I can't remember who was at his table. They might be famous, I don't know. But I didn't know anyone there. But I was talking to them. We're talking for a while, and all had a couple drinks, and everyone was getting like relaxed and loose. And there was a point in the night where he put his hand on mine, like not sexually, but like he was like, just like he was sort of making a move, trying to hold my hand. And I recalled straight away, just natural reflex. And I said to him, I said, "I'm really sorry, James. I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression." And he moved his hand back, and he's like, "It's okay." And he put his hand on my arm, like it's the way he did it. I remember it was more platonic than anything else. And before I could say anything again, he looked at me, And he said, gay boy says what? And the thing is, my parents are always like, Edward, remember to put your best foot forward. Good manners always. Hold doors for people, please. Thank you. Never say what. Pardon me. But I had a bit to drink. I didn't know what to say. I hesitated. I panicked. I don't know. But I said what? And James, like, tilted his head and looked at me, kind of like I told you so. And he just patted me on the arm and said, "Homie, you gay?" Yeah. That's what happened.